Students, we have done with the changes regarding auxiliary verbs, regarding all the tenses. Now we are moving towards the modal verbs for present and future models. Okay, what are changes according to the models जो कि present और future के models हैं, that is may, might, can, must, should, ought to. अगर हम इन सब को चेंज करेंगे पैसिव में, अगर एक्टिव वॉइस में ये होते हैं तो पैसिव में ये कैसे चेंज होंगे? सो स्टूडेंट, passive voice for present and future models, that is may, might, can, must, should, auxiliary verb used in passive voice be. तो students, इन सब मॉडल्स के लिए can, must, should, ought to, इन सब के लिए हम पैसिव में जब इनको चेंज करेंगे तो इन सब के साथ एक वर्ड ऐड करेंगे, that is be. For example, let's take the example of can. He can drive a car. A car can be driven by him. He cannot drive a car. A car cannot be driven by him. Can he drive a car? Can a car be driven by him? The next is must. He must learn this book. This book must be learned by him. He must not learn this book. This book must not be learned by him. Must he learn the book? Must he learn this book? Must this book be learnt by him? Next is may. May is changed into may be. She may eat an apple. An apple may be eaten by her. She may not eat an apple. An apple may not be eaten by her. May she eat an apple? May an apple be eaten by her? Might. Might is changed into might be. She might kill the snake. The snake might be killed by her. She might not kill the snake. The snake might not be killed by her. Might she kill the snake? Might the snake be killed by her? Should is changed into should be. I should buy this clock. This clock should be bought by me. I should not buy this clock. This clock should not be bought by me. Should I buy this clock? Should this clock be bought by me? Next is ought to. These are the models regarding present and future models. Ought to. You ought to help her. She ought to be helped by you. You ought not to help her. She ought not to be helped by you. So students, keep in mind कि active voice में जो present और past models थे वो हमेशा जब passive voice में जाएंगे उनके साथ एक addition होगा be का. Now, passive voice model for past models, passive voice for past models के past के models जो हैं like might have, may have, should have, ought have, must have, इन models को हम past models कहते हैं. इनके साथ हमेशा जो changes आएंगी, जो extra word आएगा वो been आएगा. For example, should have. Let's take the example of should have. I should have started a job. A job should have been started by me. Must have. He must have passed the exam. The exam must have been passed by him. May have. You may have helped the kids. The kids may have been helped by you. Might have. He might have killed the snake. The snake might have been killed by him. Ought to have. You ought to have finished the task. The task ought to have been finished by you. So students, these was all the changes regarding the models of past, present and future. I hope you understand the changes occurred in this section of this topic, active and passive. Now let's move towards the passive voice of imperative sentences.